Let me show you the secret to easily clean up your microwave. So the first thing you're gonna do is grab a microwave safe bowl and add a cup of water and a cup of vinegar. Next, I like to grab a lemon here, give it a quick roll like this. When you roll your lemon, it helps kind of loosen up some of the juices. Cut it in half. Then I like to take 2 halves of the lemon that I just cut up and add that to the mix. So we're gonna come over here, give it a quick squeeze in the bowl, and then drop that in. Now, is this something you have to do? Not necessarily, you can just do the vinegar and the water. I just like the added smell, and plus the citrus in the lemon does a great job to kind of degrease and cut through some of the baked down grease and grime in the microwave. Now we're gonna take this mixture here carefully. We are going to set this in the microwave, and we are going to turn it on for a minimum of 5 minutes. So we're gonna start with 5 minutes here. The goal here is to really steam up the microwave with the mix. That way it's gonna loosen up all the burnt on grease and grime and food that is in the microwave. So let's let it go, and then I'll show you what happens next. So now the timer's done, very carefully remove your dish. I like to use some oven mitts just because it usually is hot. You can see the steam start to roll out of the microwave there. Now, what's really cool about this is this works so well to just, like I mentioned, break down the stuck on grease and grime and just the food. And as you'll notice, I'm just taking a damp microfiber towel and a quick swipe through, completely removes it. Now, if it's really bad, I will say sometimes I'll just come through, just makes it a little bit quicker with a Scrub Daddy or Scrub Mommy, and I'll grab a little bit of Dawn Power Wash, just give it about a mustache amount there, and we're just gonna quickly scrub this all real good. And just the other thing I like to mention too, just very carefully take out the bottom plate here and the little roller, because we're just gonna quickly wash this in the sink. Now you might be wondering, Brandon, why use the vinegar, water, lemon mix if you're just gonna use some Dawn to spray it down? Won't those do the same thing? Kind of yes and no. The Dawn works great for kind of just your maintenance cleans if it's already not super dirty. The reason I like to use the vinegar and water and lemon mix is it really steams up that baked on crud that just gets in the microwave sometimes that you gotta kind of scrape away at. And I'd rather work faster and smarter than have to sit there and scrub and scrape away at all the melted baked on cheese in the microwave. So I just found, let the microwave do its thing. I can go clean some other stuff around the house, come back in 5 minutes, and it wipes up super easy. So now that everything is nice and scrubbed, the next step is to come through with just a 2-towel system, one that is damp, just to rinse the entire area, and then the other that is dry, to just dry and buff and make sure there's no streaks or anything left behind. And I like to start kind of at the top, that way if there's anything that's gonna fall down, I can catch that on the last swipe. Just go through, give everything a quick wipe down. This is just gonna ensure that there's no soap residue left behind. Gonna probably catch some crumbs and things as well, depending on how dirty their microwave was. So sometimes crumbs and things kind of get stuck along that back edge or even on the front edge here of the microwave. So what I like to do is just grab my damp towel and a handy dandy butter knife. And I'll just wrap that around there. That way I got a nice edge here. You can kind of just run it along the back. This easily helps kind of remove those crumbs out of there, or even along the front edge here. So now that everything is nice and rinsed, I just come through with a dry, clean microfiber towel, do a quick dry buff here. Just find that this not only dries the surface nice, but leaves it kind of shiny and streak free. Just a nice finishing touch. I do this pretty much when I clean anything and everything. I like to come through with a dry microfiber towel, just because, especially like on your plastic here, or even the door, you'll kind of get a little streak or just wetness from where you rinsed. And this just leaves a nice next level clean. So for the turntable plate thingy and the wheels here, I'll just give these a quick spray with some Dawn Power Wash, give it a quick scrub, rinse, and then wipe down, and it should be good to go. So as you can see, everything here cleaned up great. We have a fresh, clean microwave. The one thing I do like to mention from time to time though is the inside's clean, but something that often gets forgotten is the outside. So for this, I just like to use a quick general purpose cleaner. I'll spray that down on the microwave itself here and just wipe down with a microfiber towel. The area that you kind of want to focus on a little bit is just the keypad area here, because that gets touched quite a bit. And usually, I don't know if you're like me, but I'll have some sort of food or something on my hands and that gets a little sticky and things over time. So just give it a quick wipe down here. And then I like to come through again with my dry microfiber towel, give the outside a quick buff, and you should be good to go. Thanks so much for watching. I want to give a huge shout out to the Clean Squad members over on Patreon. If you want to join the Patreon, you can check the link down in the description below. And as always, I'll see you on the next clean.